All right, damn, y'all got here quick. What's up, Kratos? What's up, PM? Anybody else up in this bitch? Yo, Young Mac, what up, dude? You know what? I'm gonna start this shit off because y'all are here. Okay. Let me go over here. Sir, what's going on, dude? Let me tell you something. There's nothing worse than a fucking social justice warrior that just don't get it. And one thing I hate are people that are willfully ignorant or that have cognitive dissonance or that are just plain stupid. And I recorded this video originally, but I figured it'd be more fun to do it live. Fuck it, we'll do it live. Kurosawa, ¿qué pasó, hermano? La misma mierda. Tengo que tratar con una persona que llevar social justice. Dame un momento. Dame un momento. Shh. Shh. All right. All right. Kratos, yes, I am looking forward to that. Yeah, PM, the stream is gonna be fun. You're gonna enjoy the insanity that you see on this bitch, okay? And like I said, I tried to record this earlier. It came out to 40 minutes, but let me just get into it. So as you can see on the screen, you got this Negro over here, Decipher the Chaos. He commented on my Eminem Killshot rant, saying, I don't think saying fuck Trump means you want an extremist group attacking you. He's referring to the fact that I say that he kind of wanted or demanded that audience of social justice warriors. That's who he caters to now. So yeah, I do mean that, and there's other people that do agree with that. That he kind of asked for that. So yes, he does it. Not that he wants them attacking him, but that's the group. That's what he gets with that group that he's catering to. So he goes, however, you are somebody who still believes in old school masculinity traits, so it's understandable why you think the way you do. Can't really be mad. So this nigga is trying to poke. Okay? So I just said, LOL, old school masculinity. Masculinity is masculinity, fam. Only soy boys are trying to change the definition of that. If you want to be emasculated, that's your personal business. Okay? So I want you to see right here that this nigga sat here just off of this, just off of what I just wrote you, because I guess he was expecting me not to respond. Look at the response I get. I want you to see how long this shit is. He wrote me a whole paragraph on the back of that. Let me see what my people are saying. Yo, Simply Deep, what's going on, dude? Yeah, so let me go into this shit. You guys are gonna crack the fuck up when you see this shit. This shit doesn't make zero sense. Okay? So here he goes. there's masculinity, then there's toxic masculinity, which you promote a lot of sometimes, which is hilarious. This call people soy boys. The fuck is, what the fuck even is that? And cowards, because they're dudes with strong opinions and emotions that you don't have or agree with, isn't a very manly thing to do. Mind you, he doesn't want to, mind you, he just said there's masculinity, then there's toxic masculinity, and he's trying to define what the, especially when it takes a lot more strength to come out with those opinions than it does to hide them inside. The measure of a man is defined by the sum of his actions, not the way that he walks, talks, or feels. And I agree with that I agree with that. A lot of these SJWs you're attacking aren't unreasonable at all. It's just the fact that what you're used to is changing. Imagine you're going through your whole life colorblind, then at 27, you finally see colors. You don't know how to adjust, so it's much easier to just not. There's no massive emasculation of the male community conspiracy. Men are just learning to actually respect people and their opinions / feelings more. Am I saying all people deserve respect? No, but you're living on an opposite wall where you never had to deal with a lot of this. I've never seen you talk about your experiences with racism or anything emotionally related, because that's just not you. You're not an empath. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but the only thing I have a problem with in some, not all, because I agree with this video, but some of your content is you go overboard with the talking down on the SJW community and the feminists. I can't believe this may be because of your I believe this may be because of your personal experiences with women, but that's neither here nor there. I like the shit you do. I respect your opinions, but I'll always voice when I don't agree with them, just as you do on these small articles that point out small minorities. If extremists in the communities you claim are ruining everything. This guy's... I'm not making whole videos though, just comments. The man of shit has to stop. Okay. So, now, let's see what you're saying. Okay. Toxic masculinity, LMFAO. Perfect. Nicholas Navola, do you watch any of Hunter Avalon's videos? Yes, I just saw the one today with the cake shit. That was magnificent. And this is the type of shit, I'm going to get back to that. Nicholas, remind me at the end to get back to that, because that just proves my point. Oh, Crepe Baptist, what's going on, dude? Kurosawa, toxic masculinity. That's something Anita Sarkeesian would say. Exactly. The SJW voice, though, laughing my ass. That's what SJW sound to me. You know, like how you have Charlie Brown and the teacher, and you hear wah 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 wah. That's how SJW sound to me. No testosterone, strictly drinking soy lattes all day. I mean, that's to me what I envision. Crepe Baptist. Love you, bro. Lone Wolf says, sounds like he gets pegged in the ass. Oh, wait, it gets better. Hold on. Okay. So you saw what he just wrote me. So I just respond to him saying, there's literally no such thing as toxic masculinity. SJWs literally make up dumb catchphrases like assault weapons and Muslim ban as a catch-all and a fear tactic for people to fall for. People are entitled to their opinions, but when it gets to the point of getting into things that aren't broken at all, it's a problem. I've said it 10 million times on my channel. Change isn't bad as long as it's organic. Anything that's forced or done for the sake of being a savior is stupid. And yes, there is a big emasculation of males, more specifically black males, going on. There are plenty of examples of this. Pre-2015, there were never any of these so-called problems, and literally overnight, everybody's a racist, sexist, homophobe, xenophobe, Nazi, etc. if they don't agree with SJWs and liberals. These SJWs don't really care about the mediums they complain about, yet the world has to bend because they are a loud minority. SJWs need to learn to build their own shit and do what they want with it instead of infiltrating established things and bitching and whining. And yes, they need to man up. If half these people had father figures in their lives, they'd understand that not every battle is worth fighting. All right. So after saying that, let's see what's going on. Robert Kirby says the Charlie Brown teacher reference was 100% on point. Yeah, it's true. That when I read these things, I just hear that. You know what I mean? Masculinity is defined as what makes men different from women, such as intelligence, strength, and endurance. For without such, society would collapse. Toxic masculinity is created by gynocentrism. Yep. Oh. Crate Baptist, I gotta bounce. Love you. Love, sell your channel. I'll be back next time. We'll chat it up. I do. Much respect. Yeah, Crate, we gotta talk, dude. I gotta talk to you, bro. Definitely. But watch this when you come back. You're gonna enjoy this. All right. So you heard what just went on, right? Okay. So look, after I would say that equals up to his shit. Look at the shit that this motherfucker leaves me. Look at this long shit. I want you to see how look, and we're gonna go through this. I want you to go through. I want you, as much as I love you guys, I want you to go through the same pain that I went through. I want you to understand why I've been going in the direction I've been going. Okay, look at this. All this highlighted. Look at this. Okay. So we're going to go through with this. And I'll do a paragraph by paragraph, and I want to get your reactions. Maybe I'm crazy. Everything you just said further exemplifies your ignorance to the subject you're discussing. Saying there's no such thing as toxic masculinity is the same thing as saying racism or rape culture no longer exists. God. There's a lot of things that are broken. People just want to slap tape on and imagine they don't exist. I give you the assault weapons thing. I don't like that either. But these are all terms that exist because of the problem, not because they were just thrown together. This is what I mean by cognitive dissonance. He's saying, you fucking figure it out. Let me get to my shit. The fuck does a human need a minigun for living in the city? Nothing. Just a hyperbole. I know that's not an assault rifle. As men, we have been conditioned for decades to have certain traits. It's hardwired into our evolution and our brain from how our ancestors have viewed other men. Now a gentleman is called a simp. That is what you call taking a term that doesn't exist and making it a thing. See, you anti-SJWs accuse the real group of doing things, and then you do them, but in a way that's righteous in your head. I call calling guys simps right. That makes me righteous. I don't give a fuck what simps do. I'm letting you know. There's nothing at the end of the day for me for calling out a simp. That's the dumbest type. Okay. A man who cries over a woman isn't a simp. He's a guy. Oh, fuck. Better yet, a human. Oh, fuck me, man. Better yet, a human being who doesn't hide his emotions. One of the black male community's biggest problems is hiding emotions for fear of getting bullied. Fear of not fitting in because we tend to reject our own kind more than any other race. Statistically proven also. Yeah, yes. Let me go. Alien Pumpkinhead, what up, dude? Alien Pumpkinhead says, I can't believe SJWs actually exist. Yeah, there was a time when, look, like Malcolm X, social justice warrior. I'm right there with him. Booker T. Washington, guys like that actually did the shit. Those were real, almost tangible issues where, you know, you had subjugation, shit like that. That's real shit. You know what I mean? And when you're and what they were doing was conducting themselves in an upright manner, not this whole, you know, limp-wristed, you know, standing in the middle of highways, bitches getting hit by cars, and they want you to feel bad for them. Nah, not like that. No, 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 no. Simply Deep. What do you call a compromising, parentheses, embarrassing situation in general involving a chick? LOL. Not from you though. Just a random example. What do you? Simple. I think I answered that before in the last thing, but you have to get back to me at the end. With that, Kurosawa. Damn, that's a Bible. You haven't seen nothing yet. Jacob Lopez says, I remember the good old days when you would battle people in the comic section because their pussies were bleeding all over your opinion, not matching theirs. That's still going. I'm telling you, it's coming. Just relax. Thanks, Crate Baptist. Def Roach, yes, I agree. Yeah, you asked me that. I think you asked me that last time. Yeah, it becoming Howard Stern's becoming limousine liberal-ish. And Crate, thanks for recognizing the Societies of Invisibles cap. Shout out to them. Hashtag Wake Up Indrid Cold. Decipher the chaos needs to decipher himself. Yeah, exactly. Mr. King says, SJWs are making me miss the days of YouTube having a character limit in the comment sections. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Crate Baptist. Yeah, it's going to be up. This one, I always save the videos for the most part. Oh, and Crate Baptist, I have the other one too that says Death to the Enemy. The other one from Society of Invisibles. I don't know if they sell them anymore. But anyway, let's go back to this shit. Okay? Jesus. So, oh God. The tape is put on systematic racism and sexism. No, it's not. Mental illness. Compassion and empathy. No, it's not. No, it's not. The tape isn't put on none of those things. And far more other things that aren't being discussed. Where I'm from, I've seen very toxic black parents. Excuse me. They blame their child for everything wrong in their life, but in the same breath say they're protecting them. In the same breath saying they love them while they're beating them with a leather belt. I'm not saying discipline is bad, but a common black parent thing is to get even more angry when their child decides to block a hit. What do you think that does to the psyche? What? I will leave that alone. I'll leave that one alone, man. That's ridiculous. If you think that I advocate for listen, I advocate for spanking. Yes, I do. I do. But I don't advocate for child abuse. No, I don't advocate for coming home and beating the shit out of your son or daughter with a closed fist or all that shit. I used to get spankings. You damn right. My parents are African, and you know what? I look back at the shit and it straightened me up. You know, nowadays I'm very on the straight and narrow. Okay. The way you continuously use the term SJW like it's a hate group when it's the furthest thing from is mind-blowing, not because it's you. I'm used to that, but because so many people think the way you do, and instead of working together to hash out the small issues, or you non-believers letting people, he spelled hash wrong, out the small issues, it's an argument on whether or not it's necessary. Was the Hiroshima bomb necessary? Probably not, but it won the war, didn't it? People don't want change. people still find it hard to believe that black people are walking in the streets without chains. Okay, I address all this stuff. Okay. Pre-2015, people were scared to bring up these issues because they were taboo. Now we are in the age of social media where people can track you down simply by triangulating the stars in the background of one of your pictures. Like I said previously, some extremists take it too far. Spell red wrong. The Red Dead Redemption shit, that's retarded. The Call of Duty World War II thing, that's retarded. But respecting people's pronouns and being gender neutral with phrases should not be difficult. Triggered is not a meme. It's a mental issue that cannot be resolved by sucking it up and moving on. Yes, it can. 0.7% of rape is false accusations. Yet the main perception from men against the Me Too movement, for example, is that, oh, half these bitches are probably lying. It's how things on the media are portrayed. Rape victims have been portrayed as liars for years. No. Now there are people who try to milk and extort money, of course, but they are nowhere near the majority. 9 out of 10, it's legitimate concern in real life. This guy is off his rocker, dude. What are you guys saying? I gotta get back to you, man. This guy is okay. Nova Nebula says, "Are you a man sharing your opinion? I'm offended." SJW mindset. Remember the days when we could just have an election where there was a winner and a loser and people wouldn't cry over their candidate losing? Exactly, Lone Wolf. OMS8, yo, what's up, dude? Yeah, I remember. Lone Wolf, you can't even stay on topic. Exactly. I just told you, these people with cognitive dissonance, they're all over the fucking place. Death Row asked me, do I like the soloist? He puts out a lot of ish. Yeah, I know who he is. I'm familiar with him. Jacob Lopez, SJW and Antifa is what happens when you're breastfed until the age of 5. Yeah, exactly. Decipher's garbage paragraph is making me lose my brain cells. Soy breast milk is no good. Exactly. Kreba, what's up, dude? Red Dead Redemption and Call of Duty World War II are dope games. Miguel Cruz, salute. Alien Pumpkinhead says, an F for his response essay. Lone Wolf says, goddamn, his single mother must have given him hormone treatment because she hated his daddy so much. Def Roach says, yo, I've watched clips of the Emmys. It was so fucking bad. Yeah, exactly. Why waste the time? I'm not even going to... I already know what it's going to be. All right, let's get back to the hilarity. Back to the emasculation you mentioned. Plenty examples, but failed to provide any. Are you referring to Young Thug and these mumble rappers with so-called dresses? Because you know dresses were invented for men, right? As were bras and high heels. Oh my God. Oh, I'm about to crack. This is 2018. I want y'all to remember. Keep that in mind. It's 2018. Most things you see women wearing now, men used to wear 24/7. Then, times change organically, but now we're supposed to look at a man in a dress and call him weird and ostracize him from hip-hop. I would never say people don't care about a cause they're putting in work to fight for, because I'm not fighting for that cause. If I see environmentalists strapping themselves to trees, I'm not going to say, hey, they're just doing this for attention. That's dumb. Misanthropic describes this well, because you're really seeing the worst of these scenarios while I see both. And no, I'm not saying I'm better than you or anything before somebody jumps the gun, and just saying maybe reflect on your opinions and see if they're a result of a deeper conflict. Everyone questions a fighter's heart till they're a martyr. One of my favorite quotes. Ay, ay, ay. Let me. You. I'll get down to that. Every major change came from complaining. Not wanting to be slaves was complaining, and bitching, not wanting women to be bred like animals, was complaining at one point. As a black man, it should be a no-brainer what's really going on. Having a father figure, a mother figure, or both doesn't change what you become, because unless you're dopey, isolated, what? You're a product of your environment, just your parents. Oh my God. This guy, okay. I have friends from both sides, and I basically raised myself by instinct. Even though my mother and brother owned the house I lived in, but experimentally looking at our lives, we all have the same views, pretty much act the same and the same stuff, excluding a few things we disagree on that still connect because it's strong opinions. I study everyone closely, so for debates like this, I could bring up personal experience. Man up isn't the answer, because nobody is superhuman. Nobody is invulnerably tough. And even you, if you put under the right level of stress, will break down into an emotional wreck. You'd like to think you wouldn't, or perhaps you have and don't want to feel weak like that again, right? No, this guy is so pathetic. I didn't address this, but I'll address this now. I've talked about this on my videos, how back then I looked at myself as weak. How I used to do things for bitches, cry over bitches, used to get emotional. Then, now that I'm grown, I can look back and say, man, I didn't fucking handle that well. That's what growing up and manning up is all about. And by the way, with manning up, I could use that towards a woman too. So before you sit there, because I know you're going to see this video and you're going to come back and say, well, you shouldn't use that towards a woman. Yes, you could. It's a phrase, like grow up. All right? So fuck your life. Either way, emotions are to be embraced, not repressed, as is sexuality. I'm a proud straight man. Are you sure about that? I love who I am. And as a straight man, I can hug a gay person and not feel like they're coming on to me or trying to date me. I never said, look, this guy's just bringing all this nonsense up. The vanity and narcissism that some of this stuff brings, and I'm not talking about you because you're not an extremist. I've never heard you say a direct sexist or homophobic remark, but there's so many things wrong in the world. If you don't fix the little shit, everything's gonna fall apart. That's just factual. In conclusion, SJWs are a media-pushed villain, nothing more, nothing less. He's trying to say the way they're portrayed and the way they actually are is way different. Never in my life have I personally seen a feminist screaming rape at a man because they said hi. It just doesn't exist, but you'll for sure see it online. Oh God, let me check on you guys. How are you guys doing? You guys, let me come up because this comment section is lit. Allman says, it's like every time Miss posts a video, this dude be rubbing his hands like Birdman in front of the monitor keyboard. Nev Ed says, honestly, I'm gonna just start smoking crack at this point. Dude, it's insanity. Yeah, go to California for that, because apparently that you could shoot up over there, smoke all the crack you want. That you're not gonna get in trouble over there. Nicholas Navola says, as were bras and high heels. What? Exactly. Alien Pumpkinhead says, I don't remember my grandpa telling me that he wore bras and high heels. Lone Wolf says, you know what, this may sound harsh, but as pro-life as I am, sometimes maybe abortion is the right move, because the fact folks like this exist give me a lot less. Yeah, exactly. This is why, yeah, this is part of the reason why I'm for abortion, because first of all, there's way too many there's too many annoying in like incessantly annoying people on this planet. Rayman, what's up, dude? Is this about Adam Phillips says, is this about manning up being banned? No. No. Bringing up anecdotal experience in a debate. Exactly, beat next door. Kurosawa says you should drop a diss track against this guy with the CDs for sale beat. That's funny. PM said, when you said, are you sure about that? I started laughing hard. I mean, seriously, dude. Adam Phillips says, doing his white man voice. Doing the SJW voice. This guy writes an essay, yet he makes multiple grammar errors. Yeah. Yeah. These SJW are pathetic. Eventually will backfire. Look at the Asia Argento situation. Exactly. Rayman, I addressed that later because he brought up Me Too. I addressed that. Rossini says SJWs are just sensitive about everything. Right. Let's go back. Now the champ is here. Now I'm going to fucking... Look at this. See, I'm sorry, guys. I got to put you through this, but... So, here's my response. Sigh. I'm beginning to regret this. Yes, there's no such thing as toxic masculinity. Being a man is being a man, period. Nowadays, being a man is a crime, more specifically a straight white male. But males overall are looked at as automatically bad. But all that gets thrown out the window when we're needed to create, innovate, and build things. You're buying into this whole BS narrative that isn't doing a thing except weaponizing otherwise useless movements. A simp and a gentleman are two different things. If you watch my videos like you claim you do, then you'd understand that. A simp will give women that they know ain't shit a pass on their fuckery for the sake of getting ass, etc. You can still be a gentleman and call bitches out on their nonsense. What's statistically proven is how black men also end up marrying black women. Yeah, we may date interracially, but majority of black men end up with black women. By the way, ask brothers why they date out. The overall answer isn't going to be because they're trying to be fitting in. Trust me. Then ask sisters why they don't get shitted on when they date out. Answer simple. Men don't care overall. Okay, there's no tape put on racism. You're joking about that, I assume. Mental illness, I kind of agree with you there. Compassion and empathy seems like it's the most paramount now in this weak-ass society. I'll briefly explain. There's nothing wrong with compassion or empathy, but much like anything else, when you have too much of it, it becomes a poison. There's a saying that says, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. I've learned the hard way, and so will America in the long run. All the kumbaya shit sounds real benevolent until a price has to be paid. I use the term SJW because it fits. Social justice warrior. These are the types of people jumping in the middle of the highway to protest an election that majority of them didn't vote in. Does that make any sense? None of the topics that they were talking about were taboo pre-2015. The liberal media decided to make a boogeyman and promote all the things that are opposite the boogeyman in the name of progression. Mind you, these are the same people who censor people who have a different ideology. The pronoun thing should be a personal thing. It shouldn't be backed by legislature. Jordan Peterson and Ben Shapiro already covered this. You honestly believe that people should be fined and jailed for misgendering someone? I don't know where you heard dresses were originally made for men, but you do or wear whatever makes you happy. You want examples? You brought up dresses in hip-hop. I don't know, Terry Crews, male cheerleaders in the NFL, black characters in comics and movies cucked out, etc. Us blacks don't control our image, then get mad when others portray us the way they want to. So I put, Me Too is a joke. Yes, people lie. Me Too eliminates due process. Only the accusation matters, so you're cool with that? Innocent until proven guilty is out the window, huh? See, all that is cool until it happens to you and you lose everything because a bitch lies. By the way, didn't Asia Argento, one of the founders of #MeToo, just get exposed for being a sexual predator herself? Mind you, she's running around trying to virtue signal, trying to be a fucking liberator. How many guys get railroaded because hoes make shit up? Now you got people like you running around saying the woman automatically has to be believed. What? If you're cool with that, I don't want to live on the same planet as you. You're comparing the actual subjugation or breeding of another human being to people continuously complaining about shit that they think others should do instead of being the change they want to see. Apples and oranges. That's referring to him saying, oh, well, slavery, people bitched about it. Women being bred or whatever he said, they were looked at as bitching and complaining. No, we're talking about people winning of an election, people fucking freaking the fuck out, and slavery. Slavery is a subjugation of race, or whatever trait that you can't help. Okay, you can help who you put into office, and you could help walking away from certain things. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm straight and I respect all types of people personally. LGBT, white, black, Asian, Latino, etc. But again, I'm not down with forced diversity. There are people that just don't like and or accept certain things, and I understand that. That's their burden. It's not my job to bludgeon others into liking other people. It's up to them to realize that and wake up. Like Judge Mathis says, you could talk to me till you're blue in the face. I wasn't going to change until I wanted to change. And I think I want to get that tattooed on me. I love that line from Judge Mathis. And finally, SJWs aren't a media-pushed villain. SJWs are far leftists. Far leftists run the media. If you have an opposing ideology, you're the villain. Just ask Alex Jones, Brandon Straka, Paris Denard, and even more recently, Brett Kavanaugh. Alright, so let's see what, okay. What you think about Sony coming out with the classic PS1? Yeah, they should. Extreme Green Mock Neck, we don't mind. Alright, peace, Robert. Come back and watch the video. Def Roach says, I hate when SJW Cuck said Fight Club is about toxic masculinity. Yeah, exactly. Lone Wolf answered my question. Yeah, everything now is toxic masculinity. If they don't like it, it's toxic masculinity. No grammar issues with your essay. Yeah, there was a few. I'll be fair. OMS8 says, are you discriminating against that dude's grammar? How dare you? Amina says, yeah, I can't stand SJWs myself. Extreme Green Mocknick, that slavery card always comes in handy. Ask Tommy Robinson, exactly. Alright, so that was me coming in with a nice little jab there. But here we go again. This guy writing a fucking essay. Look, Jesus. Okay, so let's go down. Like I said, I want you to experience the same pain I did. You really don't get it at all. It was never like that. That's just how you took it. Being a man is never the problem. It's these traits that are expected of men when in reality they never existed. They were forced on. Yes, they were. Yeah, it was men were forced to be aggressive. Okay, man are forced to walk around like emotionless robots because society says we have to be angry, brooding, and macho. Sure. And don't say nobody thinks that, because it's everywhere, from the superheroes to sports to any other media pushed hero. Okay, you can look at fucking what's the guy, Tim Tebow. Do you look at him as angry, brooding, and macho? And he's what about Jeremy Lin? You brought up sports. Does he strike you as angry, brooding, and macho? No, he's a sports. They're sports icons. So, what? Spider-Man. I don't view him as angry, and he's my favorite superhero. I don't view him as angry. So, dude, you're so off. You're looking for it. Even in wrestling, most dudes getting pushed are big, buff, and white. Last time I checked, The Rock, who is the biggest thing in the world, was getting the push. They loved him as a heel. He became a face. They loved him even more. He's the biggest thing in Hollywood now. And he's half black, half Samoan. Get it right. Jinder Mahal. I don't watch wrestling that much, but Jinder Mahal is a guy that I've been looking at. People love him. And I believe, last I checked, he was a heel. People love that guy, Jinder Mahal. So it has nothing to do. What are you talking about? You have to have charisma in wrestling to get a push. A majority of the wrestlers white, most likely. But again, you have The Rock, you have Bobby Lashley, you have a lot of guys that are getting that do get a push. You know, so that's nonsense. You have a lot of non-white guys that get a push. Yes, regret it, because the alpha beta narrative is dead, period. Not really. You're proving that betas do exist. You're entitled to your views, but I can't see how one says they're an alpha outside of a BDSM community, Jesus Christ, and people actually take it seriously. It's laughable. There's no alpha and beta. Being a straight white male isn't bad. They're just the most, spell privileged wrong, and always will be the ones to oppose anything that doesn't have white or male on it, but claim to love everybody. Dude, I don't hear white males looking at the NFL, which is 75% black, and saying, no, listen, there needs to be more white people in there. I don't hear them saying that about the NFL, because a lot of them understand merit is what those people are looking for. If there happens to be a good white player, fuck it, we'll go for him. That's how that works. But if you're going by privilege, if you're going by money, Asians have because that's the new narrative. Because I noticed SJWs is trying to push that too. They're trying to go at Asians a little bit. They're not going too much because they're still looked at as people of color, as much as I hate that terminology. But some of them are starting to go at Asians. And then the other thing you got to realize is white people are still the majority in America. So if certain things are benefit them to an extent, you got to understand that. But in this country, you have the best opportunity to do anything. You don't have to fucking look at them as your standard for the best. You know what I mean? You can make your own shit the best. You know what I mean? You don't have to walk the way they walk. That's your problem. That's why when people say, oh, white privilege, you're measuring your amount of success based on what they got. That's your problem right there. That eliminates that whole shit. All lives matter is fucking stupid. Black lives matter is fucking stupid. No, it's not, because all lives do matter. It's just ridiculous. The whole thing with Black Lives Matter, and I've said this before, I agree with well, let me say this. Like David Carroll, one of my favorite YouTubers, he said it best. I agree with the theory of it. Now, what they do in practice, I don't agree with. That's stupid. They're doing nothing that helps black people. Absolutely nothing. Initially, what they were saying, I agree with. There shouldn't be government, God damn it, government officials running around abusing their power. I agree with that. I think anyone with a rational mind agrees with that. But at the same time, what D-Ray, McKisson, and all these motherfuckers are doing is nonsense. It's bullshit. Okay. The only BS narrative around this section is the one you're creating in your head, made up by lies by society. You're being it together off of what's fed to you from the news and the internet. You look up something and see SJW attached, and the pessimist part of you instantly activates. You completely ignored everything else, focused on the simp and gentleman thing, so that's not even worth the effort responding to. No, I just debunked the whole shit. There's nothing. Go back and read it yourself. This guy, I totally told him, look, oh, no, I know what he's saying. He's saying that was made up. That word was made up. And that's something that anti-SJWs say that, because I said, toxic masculinity is something that's made up and this and that. Yeah, the difference is toxic masculinity and all these other words, their definitions fluctuate from person to person. One person want to use SJWs, they'll say assault weapons. What's an assault weapon? Look, a phone. If I go up to someone and beat them in the head with it, guess what? If I get caught and I go to trial, this is going to be the weapon, and I assaulted them with it. So what's an assault weapon? It's a catch-all. It's fluid. It doesn't matter. There's no hard definition for it. A simp, there's a definition for it. A simp that's a simp. A guy that lets women get away with fuck shit. There's a difference. Right. If you're going to define something, define it. People like you change it when it suits you. So that's the difference. What does interracial dating have to do with anything? I don't know. You're the one that talked about dating out. So go reread your own shit. That's why I told you with cognitive dissonance, you're so scatterbrained you don't even remember your own shit. Okay. There is a massive tape put on racism. What are you even talking about? It's ignored by officials all the time. When the media is reporting it, it's because other people comment on it. Okay, so then there's not a tape put on it. You just killed your own argument, you fucking idiot. People like Tommy Lauren and that one pussy from CNN. I don't know who he's referring to. Majority of CNN are pussies, if you ask me. The people who actually call the shit out are the people you complain about. Look at it this way. Since you look at everyone's fake anyway, would you rather have a bunch of fake heroes effectively stopping injustice, or more injustice and people not speaking up for shit? Because that's how we got looked at as beneath and put under. Many a culture have fallen simply because of inner structure falling apart rather than outside forces. Yeah, the arguments are bad, but it doesn't change the fact that it's wrong. What? People don't throw the words racist and sexist around as much as you think. Oh, really? Go to Talib Kweli's Twitter timeline. Go to it. They do throw that. It's 80% of the time a character basing. You look up these articles or have notifications for them to report them. So that's all you see. Really? Dude, first of all, yeah, you destroyed your own argument. Other people comment on it. Right. If they're commenting on racism, so then there's not a massive tape put on it. Colin Kaepernick runs around. What is he kneeling for? You tell me, Mr. SJW, what is he kneeling for? Injustices against people of color. So there is no tape on fucking racism, you fucking... Oh, yay. Voting doesn't do shit. Do you know the whole voting process? You seem like a smart guy. So knowing the whole voting process and still voting, that voting thing shit will change. Nah, Hillary and Trump are both evil people, and because they do something good here and there changes nothing. I've known how fucked up Trump was for a while. Look up his long history of sexism and racist remarks. Okay, voting doesn't do shit. That's my point. You're complaining and not voting. You don't even have to vote. Vote in your midterms. Get people in that are gonna represent you and echo your voice, or shut the fuck up. That's like me complaining that I didn't win the fucking $200 million lottery, but I didn't fucking buy a ticket. Go fuck yourself. Long history of sexism and racist remarks. Okay, listen, you've known how fucked up Trump was for a while. Exactly. Much like everybody else. Everybody else has been saying that. All these Hollywood limousine liberals say the same bullshit. Yet you can go on Google and go see pictures of them. Prior to 2015, all he did was run Republican and he became a racist overnight. That's a prime. By the way, that proves my other point, how racist gets thrown out there so quickly. Well, yeah, he was fine up until 2015. Then when he ran Republican, no, he's a bad guy. You had rappers dropping bars about it. A Young Jeezy named a song about Donald Trump. Go fuck yourself. The people trying to censor shit don't even understand the shit they're trying to censor. Yes, they do. They know that it's debunking their shit, or they just don't want to hear any opinion that's different from them. They're a different group altogether. I never came in contact with one personally. Really? You're on YouTube. Jesus Christ. Nobody made a boogeyman, though. Sure they did. They made a boogeyman out of men. Made a boogeyman out of Donald Trump. Out of this guy Kavanaugh, who is probably the most fairest judge on the planet. If you go look him up. Yeah, they always have a boogeyman. Yup. They spoke up on what they believe in and got shit on. If you don't realize it from this bubble, SJWs are the minority here. Even in large clumps, even adding the extremists in, they're getting stomped on, no matter what the topic is, just by numbers. Bullshit. An actual bad, I will get more praise than an SJW in this generation. An actual fucking Nazi, which according to the president, it's a good person. What a fucking... See, this is my point. This guy, first of all, yeah, I already addressed the censorship shit. I already addressed the boogeyman shit. The president believes Nazis are good people. Really? Didn't he just deport an actual fucking Nazi from Brooklyn, New York, not too far from here? The guy that lied and tried to hide in the U.S., he deported him. So again, if he's such a Nazi lover, why would he have ICE go get this guy? And again, you're going into my whole thing where you're just throwing around Nazi. You know what I mean? Intentionally misgendering someone, yes. Unintentionally, no. I can see how it would get out of hand. Exactly my point. But it's still a form of character attacking. Same if I kept calling you Asian even though you're clearly black and have told me this. I'm on the fence about the gender thing because it can fuck up shit. But at the same time, people are really antagonizing gender fluids on purpose. They're already a joke to half the internet. If you got red hair with a buzz cut, you must be a trans fluid pyro fox, right? Shaking my head. Okay. Intentionally misgendering someone, you put yes. I say no. You shouldn't be fined for that. Why would you fine somebody? Look, there was a video that just came out where a black female police officer had a white perp down, or what appeared to be a white perp down on the sidewalk, cuffed or whatever. What did he kept doing? Kept saying nigger, nigger, nigger. Kept calling her that. She just sat there calmly because she knows once that camera goes off, she gonna have the last laugh. You know what I mean? She could, like Tommy Sotomayor said, all she has to do is bring him to Gen Pop and let them know, hey, this is what this guy did, and see how long he lasts in there. And you having this emotional attachment to words, I've talked about this 1,000 times, that's what fucks you over. You're the one letting someone have that much power over you by them intentionally calling you someone. Someone calls me, like in this video that I'm referring to, who looked crazy? The girl or the dude that kept saying it? The dude looked insane. Okay? So you letting people have that much power over you, that's your bad. Okay. Dresses were constructed from kilts, tunics, tabards, etc., especially in Africa, where the men wore long dress-like clothing. Jesus Christ. I forgot the name though. Pants actually used to not exist. Everyone wore something like a dress. What I named or not, it would always be cylindrical around the lower body. I would never wear a dress. I look awful. LOL. One of them African things, maybe with the right vest, that shit would be a fire fit. Actually, you just gave me a new fashion idea. If I blow this, I'm gonna make sure I get you 25%. Haha, a crying emoji, laughing. Okay, I'm African. I know what you're talking about. Those are nothing like dresses. You can't. Oh God, God, why me? Why me? Let me take a break. I got to come to y'all. What do you got for me? What do you got for me? I can't. Let me take a break and come out of this zone. This is like playing a God of War. I don't know if any of y'all played the new God of War, that where you have to go into the trap area, the trap factory place to go collect the the dust particles so you can make the armor that you need, and you have to get out because there's gas in there. I gotta come to you to get some fresh air, man. Oh God, Mr. Nelson, what's up, dude? Damn, y'all went in. Yeah, hold on. Let me see if I could remember where I'm at. Here's a random example. Simply Deep says, here's a random example. You and a chick are alone somewhere. That's not your or her house, nor a hotel, getting cozy, and she gets frisky with you, and you're like, this is not a good idea. We'll get in trouble. Yeah, exactly. Adam Phillips says, what vid did this come from? It came from the Eminem Killshot video. Eminem Killshot rant. Extreme Green Magnet says, love the beta voice. Simply Deep, you don't mess up my streams, man. I fucking hate when they say society says this and that, but they completely ignore human nature and behavior. Exactly. Extreme Green Magnet says it's okay to be masculine. PM says Spider-Man is a comic book character. I'm not sure what that emoji. Oh, GOAT. Yeah. Yeah, Lone Wolf. Roman Reigns isn't white, so that's a lie. Exactly. That's what I thought. Sheesh, this guy really does have a lot of free time in their hands. Look at that essay. Damn, LOL. Yeah, exactly. Amina says, I hate the feminist movement, the BLM movement, and general other movements. Most of these movements are even first world countries. Their demands are excessive. They're examples of spoiled brats. Exactly. People hate Jinder. The guy is shit. Well, no, people like him as a character. Like when he first came back, I was watching all the shit, and they were cheering him even as a heel. They liked him. I don't know. You would know more. You watch it. Booker T, exactly. What do you think of the Captain Marvel trailer? Didn't like it at all. Nope, did not. Lone Wolf. Most of them are white because we live in a majority white country. Suck it up. Exactly. Amina Amari says, you're a feminist in a first world country and you're saying there's no equality. Exactly. Exactly. He's a male feminist at that, which is creepy on its own. Right. Amina, and the funny, Rayman says, and the funny thing is, they completely ignore the real issues from second and third world. Exactly. Look, people in, Middle East, some of these women just got the right to drive, and they still got to ask their man for the keys. Well, you don't hear none of these motherfuckers talking about that shit. The media is pussifying everything, not promoting masculinity. Yep. That's bullshit. The most privileged is the middle class, and they're the ones who become SJWs. Yep. Lone Wolf says that's hilarious because Asians, Nigerians, and Jews have more economic power than whites. Yeah, exactly. Stefan says you talk the truth. Thank you. Homeless says, yo, I've been watching you for many, many years. Keep doing your thing, bro. Thank you. Extreme Green Machnik says, what? This dude is essentially saying that it's fine and dandy for women to be feminine, but it's totally wrong for men to embrace their masculinity. Exactly. Amina says some countries don't even have toilets. Amina also says BLM is telling white people to give black people everything they have. Rayman says, talking to Amina, feminists in my country feel oppressed by white men but ignore Muslim women who are oppressed. And don't get me wrong, I'm not on some anti-Muslim shit, but it happens. BLM is in a fucking first world country. They can all be moguls if they want to. Nothing is stopping them. Oh, yay. Yeah, Amina, I'm in love with you. Jesus Christ. I'm in love with you. Always dropping some real shit. Let me get back to this shit. This is an hour. Fuck my life. But let's get back to this. Nah, but for real, you're confusing being funny and comfortable for being unmanly. Did you laugh when Terry Crews came out about his rape? Yes, I did. And I don't regret it. Did you instantly think cry for attention? Yes, I did. Or this guy is a pussy? Yeah, I did think that, because that's a double dose. Where you did or didn't think either one. Male cheerleading has always existed. It was the first form of organized cheerleading in 1877. Minnesota Gophers, Johnny Campbell, look it up. I'll look it up. Cheering was a protest activity before then inclusive to both sexes. Never was a female thing. Once again, forced macho behavior. Wait, it never was. So it was forced to cheer? Or I'm not understanding that. The interjection of toxic masculinity. Nothing in toxic masculinity means it's bad to be a man. It's traits that certain types of men believe they have to be a man. Okay. Black people don't control their image. That's why we are considered for the Superman role. That's why Black Panther was such a big success. Exactly. You just answered my question. That's why we are being considered for the Superman role. It's not black people creating their own Superman or getting the rights to it and then creating it. That's the difference. That's why Black Panther was such a big success. Who created the Black Panther? Get back to me. Yeah, history is bad, but that's with everything in our history. Honestly, you can't restrict it to cucking in comics. I didn't. I also did movies too. Because in porn, the black men are the ones doing the cucking. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's fetishized, actually. Yes, that's true. However, in real life, not porn, guys are being cucked. Go look up a thing of article. I think it was by one of these Negroes at the Root. Black men are the straight white men of the black community, and then come back and talk to me and tell me that people ain't trying to cuck black men. So Me Too is trying to make a law that eliminated innocent until proven guilty. Never heard of that. Didn't say that. You can go look at multiple examples and see that it doesn't matter. They make the accusation and you're fucked. I just heard it's a way for victims to call out each other more comfortably than being turned into be called bitches and liars. What? This happens to a lot of movements. doesn't discredit what they stand for to me. Rachel Dolezal wasn't black, but she did a lot for the movement. I'll agree to that. It's like millions of other people are a part of something. Being the founder don't mean shit. If she's a predator fucker, there's others. It's the idea that's the catalyst. 0.7 women lie, so that's the bare minimum of get railroaded because women lied. It's such an irrelevant thing pushed by people. The statistics clearly show you I can link or look it up yourself. The perception that women lie about rape like 90% of the time is dead and has been for a long time. For most women, it takes a lot. I'm not going to automatically throw a stamp on the dude because of it, but the woman gets my support definitely until it's resolved based on history and statistics, not just said, be said, she said. He meant he said, she said. It's not apples or oranges. It's just a different colored apple. What? It's apples and oranges, fucko. If you don't feel it's your job to do that, then let other people do it in peace. Spell peace wrong. Jesus Christ. Why does it bother you so much? If you want to offend these people, you want to come at them. In your own word, this is the audience you asked for. What? Dude, the difference is, like I mentioned before, other people going out of their way to go into established things that are, well, let's talk about Eminem, because this is about Eminem. Eminem turned around and made himself political. Yes, he's made political songs before, don't miss me with that shit, but he made himself at this stage in the game. He went into it so hard where he dissed his fans, which is another SJW thing to do. Is they people that are the, I guess, creators of something will curse out their fans, condemn their fans, and do shit like that. Yeah, of course people are going to have something to say about that. Why does it bother me? Because I'm not a piece of shit. Just because someone is a Trump supporter does not automatically mean that they're racist. That's an ignorant fucking way of thinking of looking at shit. It doesn't. Just because they disagree with you ideologically, yeah. Are some of them racist? Sure. But I could say the same thing about liberals. In fact, liberals, Democrats, they were the original racists. So I could say the same thing about social justice warriors. In fact, I'll show you, there's a video of these Antifa guys calling a dude a nigger. They're willing to use that type of terminology to achieve a better goal. Right. So what do you say about that? And in your own words, this is the audience you asked for. No, nigga. I like all types of different opinions. You just have, again, cognitive dissonance. You're all over the place. You will not succumb to the fact that there's certain things that are just fucking stupid. That people want to leech themselves onto things and destroy that instead of creating their own shit. SJWs aren't political. In fact, a lot of them, including me, abstain. Sure they aren't. Social justice warriors are not political, aren't all political. Okay. Political agenda is only brought up when Trump is. That's not true. That's not true at all. It's all socio-political. So now it's bad to talk about the president's shitty speeches but it was okay when people had hang nigger Obama signs. Nah, that ain't it, dog. Trump gonna get this work. I'm not gonna lie to you. I tuned out the news a while ago. When I watch it now, I don't pay attention to names unless they really piss me off. Okay, so you just said that I do the same thing, but I do that, so you do the same thing. So I'm gonna have to look up these dudes, LOL. But I see a major amount of anti-SJW content as well on the internet, especially the internet. Okay, yes, it was wrong. Listen. So now it's bad to talk about the president's shitty speeches. Listen, man. Yeah, No, it's a difference. Like people are making a big deal. Like they can't fucking function every time they see this guy. And again, that's letting him have that much power over you. Like Floyd Mayweather says, it doesn't matter who's in the White House. Go out and do for self. No, you niggas don't want that. You want to be spoon-fed all the fucking time. But it was okay when people had hang nigger Obama signs. No, it was not okay. And again, listen, I'm against that, but they have the right to do it. This is what I call, I did a podcast with my man, a dope MC called Mike Rips. This is what I call mental capitalism. Because if you see someone running around with that sign, what are you going to think about them? It says more about them than the person that they're talking about. But again, that's what you want to attach yourself to. I personally don't care because they're showing who the fuck they are. I don't have to fuck with that motherfucker. I can talk to him and say, listen, that's wrong because of X, Y, and Z. If that person's going to say, fuck you, I don't like you, I'm done after that. No, you niggas want to sit there and keep pushing and pushing and pushing. Fuck that. Okay, so this is where it starts to calm down. Okay? So I said to him, well, video coming addressing this nonsense for the 100 or 10 million time. I'm not going to sit here and write a book to you. So now he goes, of course you're going to make a video about it because that's what you do, isn't it? Shaking my head. Couldn't just left well enough alone. Yay. So I respond, yes, it's what I do, evidently. You're writing me books and I'm responding, but I'm not going to write one back to you. Secondly, you say I can't leave well enough alone. LOL. What's well enough? Letting you say something asinine without me responding? Video coming soon, bro. You mean me saying perfectly reasonable stuff you want to cry about for 15 minutes while fake sighing and rubbing your forehead while calling me every emasculating name in the book? Yes. If you can't keep comment conversations as comment conversations, you shouldn't be a YouTuber. I don't do what you do, which is why I subscribe. I make gaming videos and battle rap compilations. You're going to make a whole video knowing damn well I'm going to respond with another paragraph comment. Writing books is quite literally what I do, but never would I ever get that pressed over a YouTube comment. This is what I've been saying the entire time. The SJW community gets so under your skin, it makes you look like insecure one. You're about to be like, Jesus Christ, this guy is stupid. First of all, and that's not even possible because the fact that somebody could be so pussified, as I said in another video, you love to emphasize when calling someone a pussy, LOL, blah, 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 SJW, ruining the earth, blah, blah, blah. And after all that pointless reiteration of what you already said, I'm going to promote my projects throughout your comment section. Okay. Jesus, I'm not pressed. You write a book and I'm not going to write one back. How many times am I going to say it? LOL. If I can't keep comment conversations as comment conversations, I shouldn't be a YouTuber. LOL. By that logic, damn near every YouTuber would be gone. You totally saying things that I've covered several times on my channel irritates me more than you being an SJW, even though you claim to watch my shit. If you did, you'd know where I stand. And yeah, I saw your videos. There's a reason you're commenting on here and no one's commenting or watching your shit. Okay. Jesus Christ. You could, I don't know, just agree to disagree and stop responding entirely, which is what he wants. He wants to have the last word, essentially. And that's the other thing these niggas don't understand. This is my channel. I do what I want. I know where you stand. I've been known. I still think it's a trash opinion and outlook, though, and you're very pressed, especially because you're making a whole video on this meaningless argument. That's called being pressed. I know you talk about these things. How I know you're an SJW hater. That's why I made the original comment about your views, because I know that from your past videos. I agree with you on pretty much everything except your SJW degrading videos. Also, any bigger YouTube can easily say people don't watch you either. So the fact that you're bringing up my barely promoted channel views is completely irrelevant because you're in the same boat, just ahead of me. I do this shit for fun. I don't think I'm entertaining enough to do this shit full time. LOL. I'll stay posted for the video. Thanks for the promotion. Fire emoji. So I respond to Decipher. Yup, I'm so pressed. I can't live with myself. You're leaving comments and I'm responding. That's why it's called social media. Yes, I'll make a video debunking your nonsense because I need a concise video where I can refer people to if they act brand new like you. Secondly, it was you who brought up the channel, not me. Video coming soon. You're not going to debunk anything you ever do, whatever that means. You're just going to reiterate your opinions and try to force people to agree with you when there's no chance because I see you as wrong. And that's not going to change no matter what BS you put in your video. Yeah, it's social media, but you're acting like niggas should just shut the fuck up when you respond. That's not how it works. You're writing books too, so try with that angle in a calm debate, then make a whole video response that's pure sensitivity at its finest. What a cuck. What a cuck. Where was I? I got it. Wait. You got me with the channel shit. I want to make sure I got this. Where did it go? Okay, yeah, okay, no, I was right. You got me with the channel shit, but at the same time, I brought it up in a way that was relevant. Sure, you did. The existence to show the difference between what we do. I don't go on camera and look into it for 15 minutes to talk about someone else's opinion in my comment section. You brought up the views like they have anything to do with the conversation. They don't. Again, relevant to you. Again, people make videos about people's comments constantly. By that logic, majority of YouTubers' videos wouldn't exist. That's my point. You keep making me repeat shit that I've already said, and you could have easily looked at YouTube commentators' channels and see that they do make videos about comments. So I put, I was writing books too. Look at your first. Never mind. Video coming soon. Here he goes. I've never seen anybody make a video off of one single comment they don't agree with and claim not to be pressed. Waste your time if you want to. I'll be happy to be the catalyst. Like I said, look on YouTube. They're there. And I'm more pissed off at the fact that you're telling me how I feel when I'm telling you the exact opposite. Let's see. Let's see if this dude... And it's not a waste of time, remember? I make videos. Why does my opinion bother you so much is the question. And of course, you're going to tell me the opposite and you have an image to uphold. Sure, I have such a badass image. It's a waste of time because it's on me and you wouldn't do it if it was positive. No, not true. That's not true at all. Let me refresh this, see if he came in here. Oh, whoops. Let's do this. View 23. Oh, no, I think it was 23. Okay, so that's that. So as for his channel, wait, let me get back to you. I want to get to the creme de la creme with you guys. Let's see what the people were saying. Come on, where were we? Damn, y'all went in. Where the fuck was I? Oh, damn, I went. All right, let's go. Trump is valid in saying abortion should not be paid for by the government. Close your legs in the first place. I agree. Mr. Nelson says Trump is saying the same shit before president. I don't know why people are so shocked about it now. Exactly. Abortion should be free for specific cases. Okay, I could see that. The only way society will get back on track is with male authority. Either that or you have the state's authority. Letting females run society has essentially done nothing but destroy it. LOL, he says both are bad, yet he only talks shit about Trump and talks about his history, but doesn't mention Hillary and all the shit she did with Bill. Exactly. He knows what it is. He wants to sound like he's balanced. Yo, Amina, you killing it, man. You got God status in here, man. Or goddess status, I should say. Rayman Music says, I'm black, but I don't feel oppressed. Some feminists trying to say to me how I should feel. I wish UK had a Trump-like prime minister. SJWs are not the problem when it comes to the media. The corporate world, tech, and academia are not the minority, excuse me, when it comes to... Yeah, exactly. Lone Wolf says, I followed Trump before he became president. The dude was loved and praised by the same media outlets before he became a racist or a sexist. Exactly. That everyone's a fucking hypocrite nowadays. Amina says, if you repeat a lie over and over again, the people start believing it. They are using Hitler's methods to install a victim mentality. Exactly. But people that are conservative are supposed to be the Nazis. No gender fluids doesn't make any sense. Amina says Lone Wolf, right? Yeah. I've always loved Trump as a businessman. He was very inspiring. Read all his books, and he appeared on the Oprah show. No one booed. Rayman says, yeah, you can. Sadly, you can manipulate people very easily. Exactly. Extreme Green Machnet says, I'm good with trans people, but that gender fluidity crap is just nonsense. Lone Wolf says, I feel your pain. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Adam Phillips says, compare kilts to dresses to a Scotsman and you'll get punched in the face. Yup. Simply Deep says, this dude needs to go to a damn psych ward just like the rest of the SJWs. Exactly. This dude is insane. Notice how when a Republican president is in office, the media tries to make the country seem worse than it really is. Exactly. Def Roach asked me, are you going to see Into the Spider-Verse when it comes out in the theater? No, because the guy, the dude who created it, he's like an Antifa supporter and all that shit. I'm not dealing with that shit. I can't. I'm not gonna support that shit. I may see it on the Fire Stick, but I'm not gonna pay money to see it. Fuck that. Um, what made this guy write a whole damn essay on a kill shot video response? Because he don't like the fact that I go in on SJWs and Eminem is a SJW. So he decided to go in. Um, if Terry Crews waited 2 years to speak up, he asked for it, in my opinion. Exactly. Amina says masculinity is toxic when they feel like it, but when that masculinity is used to protect, build, they minimize the fact that masculinity plays a vital role in those benefits. Yes, yes. Lone Wolf says at least the Trump supporters who are legit racists are honest about it and don't hide behind their patronization. Exactly, exactly. Yeah, that's the thing that I keep saying. I keep reiterating. I don't care. Look, if you're a racist, be open with. Listen, I don't like you because you. Great. I don't have to deal with you. I know exactly where you stand. These liberals, well, let me not say liberals because normal liberals are considered far right to these SJWs and Antifa and all that. But these far leftists are so fucking patronizing. The way they run around and talk for black people, talk about black people, they're worse than actual racists. I mean, look at this bitch. What's her name? Anne Hathaway run around talking about black people are so scared to go out and they fear for their lives daily. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. You don't speak for me, bitch. Lone Wolf says, I'm not a fan of Trump because I'm not a fan of any sitting president, though I voted for him. But I love how he triggers SJWs. Exactly. That's the number one thing that I love about Trump is that his presence alone, he doesn't have to say anything. You can just put up a picture of him and people freak the fuck out. Although I do like some of the things he's doing, there's some things like how he acts I disagree with, but I agree with. Look, the economy is boom. You can't deny that. Can't deny it. UK has the same issue with Brexit voters. Apparently, all racists. Mr. Nelson says SJWs are the most intolerable people on this planet. Extreme Green Mockneck says Trump has been attacked way more and way worse than Obama ever was. Yo, Mike Rips, you in here? Check him out, dude. My man Mike Rips. Got dope music. Look him up. All right, let me. Robert Wooten says, "What's up? I need to catch up on some of your videos I missed." Yeah, dude, and share those shits too. Give me thumbs up, guys. Mr. Nelson says, "Tell that guy to shut the fuck up and have a Snickers." Lone Wolf says, "Sounds like he was abused as a child, scared to smile, and they called him ugly. If you know this, I think you mean reference. You're a G. Yeah, that's Ether. I'm getting depressed. SJW talk triggers me. I wish you all well, guys. Remain blessed. Amina, love you, man. Love you, love you, love you." Yeah. Lone Wolf. Yeah, I got the reference right, didn't I? Come on, go down there. Snoop, Mr. Nelson says Snoop will always be one of my favorite MCs, but he's getting on my nerves going at Kanye. He needs to leave that man alone. Exactly. The reason why, yeah, I just saw the new thing where he was on Hip Hop Nation. He's still going, like, dude, go fuck yourself, Snoop. Like, dude, it's a man's opinion. Move on. All right? Make some music that's worth a fucking damn. Deadhead says, I call Trump Chief Cheeto, but I do hope he does his country good before the next election. Snoop was always overrated to me, along with being a fake crip. Lone Wolf says, normal liberals are the classic liberals who are now libertarians, such as myself. Exactly. Yo, G Tizzle. Have non-blacks speaking for blacks. Yeah, that is exactly what's going on. Anyone heard those new 2 Conway projects yet? Nah, Adam Phillip. I didn't hear him. Do you feel that Trump is giving black folks a better shake than Obama? I think in the sense that the economy is booming, that gives you a chance to build your own shit. A lot of the rags to riches stories I love because it shows that you have resilience, and you have you can build a sense of pride on the back of that. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be hey, listen, black people, I'm coming to you. Don't have to do that. You know what I mean? So if he's talking about helping everybody equally as far as economy, I don't have a problem with that. I say go for it. He's doing a good job as far as that. But niggas just got a problem because white liberals tell these niggas to have a problem with it. Oh, anyway, let me show you this guy's channel so that way he doesn't, just so I can show you how weak this guy's shit is. 61 subs. Look at this guy. He's doing gameplay shit for fucking 5 hours, 3 hours, 11 hours. I had to check this one out and skip through it. 16 views, 1 view, 4 views. Far Cry, 9 views. Telltale's Walking Dead, 5 views. This dude's talking about promotion. I'll do your promotion for you. Don't worry. Ain't nobody going over there to watch you fuck around and play games. I'll do it for you. I mean, but there is one thing that I want to show these people that's hilarious. Let me wait for this shit to load up. Where is it? Come on. It's almost on that John Gibeon bullshit. If anybody's an old school fan of mine, you know what I'm talking about. Here we go. Here we go. This is what I like. Mr. Artistic. Oh, the bar is up. Let me go back to the beginning. We're going to watch this together. Put the volume up.
Yeah. That time was insane. There was a beautiful girl beside me. I start picking at her brain, trying to get a name I can ID. It ain't no Carter. And maybe it's broken from my mass corroded emotions and the fact that she won't open up. I can tell. Ain't no Carter. I knew cause mine was long gone, strong arm, mind to tunnel to Hong Kong and never returned. Ain't no Carter. Where's my damn brain? Gotta be what? 8 times? And I've been forced to be in this place. Matter of fact, if I stay dead, fine. Never wanted to leave anyway. Take this over home anyway. No mother, no brother, It's when you down the notch, fully down the scotch, showing up as bright as if they called the SWAT, told the top notch. Maybe it's the reason I'm a master. But somehow she was able to see the masterpiece slashed in a casket. There ain't no fitting acronyms had to be constructed, so I started rapping. I'd done it before, no big deal. No one started laughing. Instead of a cry, but it's fast and reacting to light up with the back of their own skin. There we go again. Another future failed relationship. Probably don't understand this. Never had an ending. A day your confidence was just gone and anxiety. Just forget. I mean, I knew it was just a crush, right? It'll pass. I'll find another. But a soft voice ringing in my ears said, go love her. No covering, now she is cold cuddle. The most simplistic form, yet it never showed cover. So a little younger, I need me a real shit to give my life more structure. Fuck it, I'm loved. Gotta stay sober. What I tell myself every morning through the hangover. I don't need another girl. I'm trying to age slower. But it's like every sip I take, I become a day older. And a shade closer to blacking out that it's game over. Confused anger flood my eyes, just glaze over. As I was forced to distance myself, my inner demons became closer. Memories of what could have been just play over and over. So years later, I stepped back in the picture, thinking of one day me and this girl's name on the same poster. Catastrophic. Catatonic.
Fucking phone went off.
The only card I have left from that place is a queen. How symbolic. At my all-time lowest and high at the same time, it's a blessing in disguise. Traveled on the path of self-destruction and made myself destructive, waiting for an answer. From all of this, thought it was hopeless. But I probably wouldn't have wrote this, huh? How I run. Life of an artist. An artist playing connected dots with her beauty marks to make constellations upon us. Life of an artist. The shit that gets us upset. The shit that gives us such depth to it. It thickens the ink in my pen. So with that said, life of an artist. Get ready for Confessions of a Malkavian, Scene 10.
Wow. Wow. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. That is good shit. Lord have mercy. Listen, I just wanted to leave you with that, man. I had to leave you with that shit, man. That's what modern Eminem. That's what modern Eminem sounds like. He said. Mike Rip said that shit made me catatonic. He said, "Oh my God, it's Hobson." Yep, 4 minutes too long. Oh God. But yeah, I just had to share my pain with you. I can't take it. I can't take in. You guys are gonna just go smoke blunts. I can't take it. I gotta get out of here. Um, let me show my fucking face. I gotta go, man. It's enough. I hope you enjoyed that shit for the most part, but I hope people have there's an in-depth look at why I can't stand social justice warriors. That's exactly why. Okay? What are you saying over there? Lone Wolf, I would just start blocking this these people. There's no reasoning with them. Yeah, exactly. Def Roach says check out PLD's new song. All right. Listen, I'm about to go. Love you guys. Mike Rips, holla at a brother. Everybody, y'all know the deal. And things starting to conk out anyway. I'm starting to get a red dot over here. Y'all know the deal. Leave your love, leave your hate. Most of all, subscribe. Share my shit. I don't know who's gonna sit through over an hour and a half video of me bitching about social justice warriors, but it's here. It exists. So, love y'all. And yes, Mike Rips. I know. Rock Marcy's new shit. I gotta listen to that. But that's it. All right. Peace, bitches. Leave your love, leave your hate. Most of all, subscribe. Now, peace, bitches.